Hi everyone, I decided to do a separate math lesson today, and probably moving forward, most days I'm going to have a separate math lesson for you. So let's see how it goes. All right, this is for April 3rd, Friday, and you're first going to make sure to do Math Journal page 214. It's measuring. Now remember, if you don't have a ruler at home, we have in here, you have the ruler, the inch and the centimeter one that you can use. Now, you are going to, on page 214, you are going to measure to the nearest inch and the nearest centimeter for each of these three items. You only need to do problems numbers 1, 2, and 3. So, thing to remember, with your ruler, start at 0. Okay, make sure we're not necessarily starting at the end of the ruler. You want to make sure you're starting your measuring at 0. That can make a difference on what you get for your answer. The other thing, if you just recall that we talked about when you're measuring and you're going to either to the nearest inch or the nearest centimeter, what you want to make sure to do is if it hits that middle line, if it hits that halfway line, you are always going to go up. If it's anything before that line, you go back, all right? So it's just like when we're rounding numbers, okay? 5, once you hit 5, you always go up. Okay, now we're gonna go over Math Journal. The other one you're gonna do today is Math Journal page 215. So I put our Math Journal, what it looks like kind of on here. I'm gonna do some different ones just so you can see how to do it. I'm gonna give you some examples, all right? Okay, so number 1 wants you to make a square array with 36 pennies. Now, square means it has to have the same number in the rows and the columns, okay? So if it's square, you're gonna have the same number of X's in the rows and the columns. You don't have to do pennies. I'm totally fine with you doing X's, which is what we've been doing all year with this, so I'm good with that. So I'm gonna show you an example of a square array with 9 pennies. So if I have 9, I have to make sure that I have the same number in the rows as I have in the columns. So we'll have, let's see, I'm gonna try 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8, 9, nope, that doesn't work. So let's see, okay, so 4 looks like it's too many in a row. So let's try 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I have 3 in each row and 3 columns going down. So that works for my 9. So that's what you're looking for, okay? Biggest thing is just make sure you get your X's so that they're lined up, row and column wise. You want them lined up, all right? Now, number 2 is complete each number model. So what they're looking for, so they want you to put a number in here. So it's what, remember how we read it, that helps us. What is greater than 200? So I need a number that's greater than 200. So I'm gonna put 300. There could be lots of different answers for some of these just because you get to make up your own, all right? Here's one, 5,000 is less than what? So now I need a number that's that is less, so let's see. I'm gonna do 5,000 is less than, let's do 5,001. Again, lots of answers, okay? So now you have different problems in your math journal, but I just wanted to kind of show you how to do those. Number 3, draw a quadrangle, make 2 sides parallel. So now I'm going to remind you about a quadrangle. A quadrangle, or we also call it a quadrilateral, is any shape that has 4 sides, okay? 4 has to have 4 sides, and the sides have to be straight lines. Remember, we can't have any curved lines with a quadrangle or quadrilateral. So let's see, I'm going to draw. Oh, and I have to make 2 sides parallel. Remember, parallel means like this, all right? Like this, it's not gonna work because the lines would eventually cross. Like this, the lines will cross. But as we remember, parallel, they will never touch. All right, so let's see. And I have to make it so it has at least 2. Okay. Well, how about So this side would be parallel and that would be parallel. Oh, but those aren't going to be parallel because those would eventually touch. So I'm going to need a different one. How about let's try, how about maybe a square? So this side and this side's parallel. And then I'll get another marker out. And then this side and this side would be parallel. Okay? All right. Hopefully you remember. Number 4, find the median number of meters, okay? And then circle the best answer. So for number 4, I want you to look. You're going to count, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember how I want you to draw 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your numbers in order. To be able to find the median, your numbers have to go in order from smallest to largest. So say my numbers were 14, 5, 6, 10, 20, okay? So now I'm gonna put those in order. So 5 goes here. I used it, so I'm gonna underline it. 6 goes here. Used it, so I'm gonna underline it. 10, used it, underline it. 14, underline it. 20, underline it. Remember, we underline it so that in case we make a mistake, we didn't cross it off. You just want to underline it so then you can still use the number again if you made a mistake somewhere. Then I have to find the one that's in the middle. So smallest, largest, and that's my median, okay? But you're going to do it with your numbers that are in the math journal. Number 5, find 2 lines of symmetry. Again, we're talking our symmetry. So if I have, as we did up here, this one has this line and this line. And these 2 would be a line of symmetry. Then you can also, okay, you can draw, so then you would draw your line like that, and you draw your other line like that. And you don't need to use 2 different colors. I'd rather have you use your pencil with that. Same thing here. This one could get cut in half like this, and it could also get cut in half like that. Remember, yours is probably a little better than mine. All right. Last one, number 6. How much money? Remember, I want you to start with the dollars. Okay, so start with the dollars. So I'm going to do a practice one. So I have a $1 and a $5, makes $6. So I'm going to start with my dollars. I do my dollars, and then my decimal point. Okay, and then your dollar sign, remember, it's an S with a line through it. All right, now I'm going to count my coins. 10, 20, 21. All right, you do not need the cent sign. Remember, when we use the dollar sign, you do not need the cent sign with it all. So we're just doing the dollar sign. All right, but you're going to do it with your amount of money. All right, I hope you do this. Please let me know if there are any questions. I hope it goes well. Good luck.